This is going to be a bit of a random video, so if you really dislike videos that like don't have a point or maybe go on forever, this probably won't be the video for you. I'm just going to be talking about some things. My skin is unhappy right now. It's probably like a combination of like hormones, switching skincare routines. Of course, Jill's going to decide to play in here right now. I was using a lot of Iuna. Because they sent me that cream and then it was in the detox box in January, but I've recently received some other stuff, so I did switch my routine around a little bit, and I think my skin is kind of pissed because my skin was doing really, really well on the Iuna stuff. That was like basically all I was using. I was doing the facial at nights, I was using the oil and the cream in the day and at night, and my skin was doing really great. And then I switched to the Box Walla stuff, the Votary stuff, and I don't know if it's that specifically or if it's just my skin has just like had it with me. It's just like, you were good for a while, now we're gonna freak out, but my skin underneath this, I look like a teenager. My skin it's really pissed, really angry, and I'm trying a new foundation today, which first impressions, I'm actually pretty impressed with it, and it'll probably look a lot better when I don't have so much like texture. I don't think you can tell that well, but I'm broken out literally everywhere. You can see some of it like right there. I have so much texture, it sucks. I didn't think my makeup was gonna go on at all, so I was just like, okay, this is gonna be a video where I don't really like care, but surprisingly it looks okay, even though I have a lot of texture, which is really hopeful that this looks really great when I don't have a lot of texture. So first impressions of it are good. I'll keep you updated when I'm ready to talk about it. But yeah, so I'm testing the Votary stuff. I don't know if it's that. I don't think it is, because it's, you know, it's fragrance free. It's got really good ingredients that my skin likes. So I don't necessarily think it's the Votary stuff. I think it could be like a combination of like hormones, lack of sleep, because I haven't been sleeping much lately because I've been playing a lot of The Sims 4 recently. I don't know what it was. I think I saw like a Sim video pop up in my recommended. I hadn't played The Sims in like forever, and I've never played Sims 4. Sims 4 came out in like 2014. I never played it. I think I played Sims 3 for a little while, but then the expansion packs towards the end started to like mess up my computer and they would crash, so I wouldn't. Oh, Pugsley's here. So I just wouldn't play, and then I just stashed them all in my closet, and I haven't used them in such a long time. But I think I saw a video, it got recommended to me, I think this is how I found it again. It got recommended to me in my YouTube stuff, and I watched it and I was like, oh my god, I really want to play The Sims again. So I downloaded it, and I've been playing Sims for like the last week, and I've been staying up really late to play because I can't play, you know, when Oliver's awake. I play when he's at school. You know, I have a little bit of downtime at work where I play like at nights, like in the middle of the night. And then there was one night where I stayed up all night, almost all night, until like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I like built my house in The Sims. So like my house, I built it in The Sims, and it took me like hours. Bad life choices, but I'm having, you know, fun. And it's sort of like making me question, or like, I almost wish that I had been playing Sims, like, I mean, because I grew up with The Sims, right? Sims came out in 2000, and 20 years ago I was 13, so I've been playing The Sims like since its inception. You know, we played The Sims as kids, and then played Sims 2, and then played Sims 3 until I couldn't play them anymore, until my computer like gave out. And then I sort of, you know, like got older, and I had a kid, and I was doing other things. I was doing YouTube, so I didn't really have time for Sims. So I never played Sims 4 until recently, and it's just like, I wish I'd been playing Sims like all this time and become like a Sims YouTuber instead of a beauty YouTuber, because I feel like that would have been a lot more fun. You know, I love makeup and stuff, but like, I sort of feel like being a gamer, like a Sims gamer YouTuber specifically, would have been a lot more fun. You know, a lot less drama, a lot less, you know, stuff, but here we are. I don't know, I've considered like starting a second channel and like doing just some more of like random things on there and keeping this beauty, and let the other channel being like everything but beauty. So like doing cooking stuff, doing maybe game stuff every once in a while. I don't know, I haven't really figured it out. That's just like, it's just a lot more time. It's like, it's another time investment. Do I have it? Do I have the drive? We'll figure it out. I wish I had been recording. I wish I had known how to record when I was building my house, and then I could have just like uploaded that as like a speed build or something. Did anybody else play The Sims? Like, who else? I need a show of hands of like my other Simmies out there. I know a lot of you guys are like older, like me, and I don't really know that do I have any teenagers or like younger people who watch me? I think my key, you know, like demographics show most of you guys are like in the 18 to 34 range, but like how close to like the 30s are you versus the 18s? And I know that there's some older, you know, some older women who watch me too, and I wonder if like, how many of you guys were Simmers out there? Did you play like all of the Sims? Do you still play the Sims? Anyway, so yeah, my skin's freaking out. I'm trying a new foundation. My husband is apparently getting sick. I think he might be getting the flu. I don't freaking know. So that's another thing that's going on. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. Oh yeah, what was I saying? The cause of my acne, it's probably a combination of, you know, poor sleep, poor sleeping habits, poor diet, hormones, maybe changing skincare. I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping in like a week or so that this stuff goes away and I go back to how it was. So we'll see. We'll see. IBE is next week too. We will be going to California. So if any of you guys are going to IBE, let me know. Though the way that they're doing it this year is like different. Before it's been open to the public and it's been like a consumer night, you know. But this year I think they're doing it differently where it's like only press and bloggers. So I did apply and I did, you know, get in, but I don't know what that means, if it's going to be a lot less busy or if they're actually rejecting people. I'm not really sure because my friends who have applied have all gotten in. So I don't know. But if you're going to IBE, let me know. We'll hang out or meet up and say hello or something. So yeah, we will be going to California. We're also going to do Legoland. So we did Disneyland last year, but Oliver is really into like Legos this year. So we're going to spend 3 days in LA and then we're going to drive down to San Diego and do 3 days in San Diego. Well, 2 days really. One is driving in and then we're going to spend 2 days there and then leave on the third day. So yeah, we're doing Legoland this year. We're going to stay in like the Lego castle. I've considered vlogging it, but I don't know. It's so hard for me to like vlog because I'm not a vlogging channel, but I do want to keep like memories of things that we do. And it would be really fun to like show him, you know, like a video of, you know, we went to Legoland this year and look at all the cool things that you did and like the castle we stayed in and all that. But then I also get like self-conscious because I'm like, I'm not a vlogger. So I feel like really weird, like vlogging everything that we do. And then I forget because, you know, I'm in the moment. Like when we're doing like vacation things, I'm like in the moment and I don't really want to pull out my camera. I don't know. I might vlog it. I might not. But the other thing that I wanted to do is talk about these brushes that I bought. So I bought these brushes over Black Friday and I just got them yesterday. So here's a story, little story time. The longest a package has ever taken to get to me. Like if I was gonna clickbait this, like I'd be like, this package almost got lost in the mail or something. I don't know. I'm not a clickbaiter, so it's hard for me to think. Like my brain doesn't go there. But I bought these over Black Friday. So I told you guys, I think maybe a month before Black Friday, that I discovered this line called Jack's Beauty Line that makes vegan brushes. And they're like beautiful hand-painted handles. And I was like lusting over them. So I was waiting to see if they were gonna have some kind of Black Friday sale to buy some because they're very expensive. So I was waiting and waiting, and they were gonna have a Black Friday sale. So they were gonna do 40% off all of their brushes for Black Friday. So I was gonna pick up the full collection set. I know that they sell them in the US in Anthropologie, I believe it is. I'll link the places that they sell them in the US down below. But when I went to go buy them, they didn't have a US shipping option. So I was like, crap, what am I gonna do? They don't ship to the US. So I asked them, I clarified. I was like, do you guys ship to the US? And they said no. So then I was like, dang it, who do I know that's like overseas that might help me facilitate this? So I asked my friend Yana, who is Small Bits of Loveliness. If you guys aren't following her, she's lovely. Go follow her. So I asked her, she's in Slovenia. I knew she was in one of the countries that I was hoping, you know, got shipped to, but she's in Slovenia. So I asked her, I was like, would you be willing to sort of like buy these for me? I'll pay you obviously. And then, you know, you ship them to me. They'll ship it to you, then you ship it to me. And she was like, oh yeah. So originally they didn't have a Slovenia option on the shipping option. So like when you popped it up and you were like picking your country, they didn't have Slovenia. So I was like, crap, are they not gonna be able to ship to her? So I went to them and I was like, do you guys ship to Slovenia? And they said yes, and then they added the option. So she bought them for me. It took like a month for her to get them. I don't know what was, I don't, because where are these from? Are these from Germany? I'm trying to remember. I think they're, oh yeah, they're from Berlin. So Jack's Beauty line is in Berlin. And like everything on their Instagram page is like in a different language, and someone's always speaking a different language, so I never know what's going on, but the brushes are like so beautiful. No, and I'm just reading the note. So thank you for your patience. Originally, unfortunately, brush 13 didn't get delivered in your favorite color. We will provide something right now and send them extra in January. I don't know what's going on. Now I'm gonna need to find out. We will produce them right now and send them extra in January. So it looks like maybe there's a brush that I didn't get. We're about to find out. So yeah, so they're in Berlin, and so they shipped it to Jana, which I guess this is why there was a delay maybe. So it took like a month for Jana to get them, and then she sent them to me. So she shipped them out on December 31st. And then they left Slovenia, I guess, on January 3rd. And then there was like no updates to the tracking for weeks. It took like 2 weeks for there to be any kind of update on the tracking. I was like emailing them. I was like, where are my brushes? Or like, where's my package? Someone shipped me a package from Slovenia. It hasn't shown up yet. There's no updates. They're like, we can't tell you anything until it like hits the customs in New York. And I was like, damn it. So I had to wait. But it took like 2 weeks for it to finally hit New York, and then it was here like 3 days later. So, I mean, it's not like the most dramatic story, but this is like the longest it's ever taken me to get a package because someone had to buy it for me. It was shipped to them, and then they shipped it to me, and then since it was overseas, it like takes forever. So yeah, so I bought the entire line, but now I'm not sure what's in here. There's brush soap in here, which I didn't buy, so I'm guessing that was just part of it. So yeah, but this has, it does have SLS in it, so, and perfume, so it's not the cleanest. And it's all in a different language. Okay, so I think there's 17 brushes, but, and I bought the full collection, so I think everything is just in random colors. I don't think it was like any one specific set of colors, but these are so beautiful. But now I don't know which one number 13 is, so I'm gonna have to look it up and see what's even in here. So they're all hand-painted handles. This is the first time I'm opening it. So we're gonna go through them and count them together and see. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so let's try to figure this out. Oh, I thought I forgot to do brows for a minute. Okay, so this is number 1. We're just gonna go through every single one of these because I wanna like touch them and feel them and look at them and how pretty they are. Okay, so this is number 1. This is their eyebrow brush. Just a spoolie, and here is the coloring on that. Really pretty. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is, it's a corrector brush. It's one of these I'm not gonna take this one out. It's sort of got like a sponge. So I guess it's for cleaning up around the eyes. It has a couple of like sponge replacers. So I don't know if you could just like wash those or how you get extras of those. I don't know. So this one is number 3. It's a like fine tip eyeliner. Here's the coloring on that one. I don't think these are all, or maybe they're all like from the same coloring line. I don't really know how it works. Okay, so then 4, 5, and 6, that is what this is. So this is the set of 4, 5, and 6. If I didn't say this before, these are all vegan. And super soft, they say. So these ones I'll actually be able to feel if they're soft. So 4 is an angled eyeliner. If it'll focus, there we go. So 4 is the angled eyeliner versus the pencil eyeliner. 5 is this sort of like more short flatter. style. And then 6 is this more full rounded shadow. So these are both shadow brushes. And one's a little bit more purple and one's a little bit more black. This is number 7, which is like sort of my favorite style of shadow brush. I love these kinds of shadow brushes. This is number 8, which is a concealer brush. But it's like a very, this is a bigger concealer brush, but this is very pretty. So sort of like goes around the eyes. Ooh, I can see that being very nice around the eyes. Lovely. Okay, so 7, 8, this is number 9, which is a mini powder, it says. So that one that I just showed you would be sort of like the style that I would use for like cream or liquid concealer. So today I use the Fit Glow concealer around my eyes. I would use this for that. This one is mini powder, so I would use this one for more like setting under the eyes, or if I do like powder concealer, I'd probably use something like this. It's very soft. Very soft. Okay, so that was number 9. So number 10 is the highlighter. So this is number 10, the highlighter. So it's very not dense at all. Just like nice. They're very soft. Okay, so that's 10. 11 is this one, which is, I think, like a mini foundation brush. Again, it's not in English. Let's see. Let's click on it and see if it comes up in English. It's a small foundation brush. So it's the little brother of the foundation brush number 12, which is this one. So let's look at them both. Okay, so this is number 12. Am I showing it to you? No. This one's number 12, so it's more like a full, like rounded style. And then this is number 11. So I don't know what the difference, what you would use this one for versus this one. I don't know. I'll find a use for it. I mean, they're gorgeous. It says the small shape, the tightly bound hair and the small shape ensure a particularly even result and are perfect for the partial application of foundation, contouring, highlighter, or cream brush. So maybe just do like apply them. Where'd it go? So like you sort of like apply it and then use the bigger guy to like blend it out. You guys, these are like insanely soft. Insanely soft. Okay, so number 13 is the one we're missing apparently. So number 12, so this one is the rouge and contouring brush. So I'm missing that. It's got a slightly beveled shape and adapts to the contours of your face. So that's what that one looks like. Because then it immediately just jumps into number 14, which is the bronzer. The bronzer brush, which actually to me, this is more like a powder. Well, could I use this for bronzer? Here's this one. Look at the handle. This one's got like the biggest handle, so you can really sort of like see the detailing. It's all hand painted. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, I guess I would probably use this one for powder, but you could use it for bronzer. And then, okay. So then number 15 is this one, which is the lip pencil. 16 and 17 are both sort of like blender style brushes. So number 17 is like a mini blender, where it's sort of almost more like a pencil-ish. And then number 16 is this kind of blender. So let's pull it out. This one also has like the most different handle out of all the other ones. This one's like a yellow. So this one is this kind of style. how they got these in here without damaging the tips. I don't know, I can't get that back in. And what I didn't realize before is that each one has a number on the back of the handle to identify which brush it is. I didn't realize that as I was opening them. So that's it. That's all that I've got. I need to email Yana, I guess, and find out if they've talked to her about the number 13 brush, because it doesn't sound like she's gotten it. She hasn't told me about anything. So then they do have a new one, which wasn't included in their full set. It's the number 18, which is a powder brush. And the picture's not going to pull up because my website's, or my internet's being dumb. And they also have a limited edition mask brush. So yeah, the only one I'm missing is that sort of like more contoured one, which is probably what I would use for bronzer. I don't know. But yeah, I've been lusting over these brushes for just like ever. And they're so incredibly soft. They were a pretty penny. I mean, they weren't cheap for the full set. But if you're looking for like super high quality brushes, you know, maybe you've been using eco tools for a while and like Real Techniques, and you want to sort of like splurge on like a really nice set of brushes, these would be like the perfect set to do it with. But like I said, they don't ship to the US, so I am gonna link the 2 sets they have on Anthropologie. They do have a foundation set and they do have an eye set. So if you want to check them out, you could purchase them from Anthropologie if you don't, you know, have the whole international friend hookup thing. But yeah, these are gorgeous. And if you're watching, Yana, thank you, even though I've told you thank you like a bazillion times. This was very sweet of you to help facilitate. And I'm very excited to be playing with all of these beautiful brushes now. So like, these might be the only ones you see. No, probably not, because I mean, there's not really like a blush brush in here. So like even that number 13 that I'm missing is not something that I would really ever use as like a blush brush. I don't really use those sort of like angle style brushes. I like bigger, fluffier ones for blush. And this is sort of like a new style to like highlighter. I wonder if this would pick up like enough product though, because like the highlighter I used today, it was the Lily Lolo Champagne one, which it's not the most powdery, so it doesn't pick up that much. So I sort of have to like dig into it a little bit to like get any. And like, as you can tell, there's like not even really that much happening, even though I dug into it pretty well. So I'd have to use this one with maybe like a loose powder or like one that I know is pretty powdery. But I'm really excited about these eye brushes. The eye brushes are like gorgeous, super gorgeous. So yeah, and then they got like all the hand-painted handles. Everyone is different. None of them are exactly the same. Super gorgeous. I just love brushes though. I do have sort of like a brush problem because like I'm always buying brushes even though I don't need them. What I do need to do, maybe that's the next sort of like inventory and declutter I'll do, is like do brushes. But it's like so hard because I did go through them maybe a few months ago and I pulled a bunch out that I wasn't using, but like the ones that I have now, I do need to like make room though because I'm running out of room. I have like these 3 little, I guess they're candle holders. I bought them from the Target dollar spot like 2 or 3, maybe it's like 4. Maybe it's more like 4 or 5 Valentine's Days ago, because they're like little candle holders. So they're about yay tall. And then they have like little heart cutouts. So that way, like when you put a candle in there, you can see the candle burning. And I just thought they were so cute. So I have like a pink one, a red one, and a gold one, I think. And they hold all my brushes. So like one holds all my eye brushes, one holds all my face brushes, and then one holds all my blush brushes, because I have that many blush brushes. Because I like to wear different blush and I don't like to wash my brushes all the time. So I do have like a bazillion. But like I did just buy a couple of the Clove Hollow brushes. I bought their foundation brush and the new concealer brush. I didn't buy the eye brush because I didn't really need it, and it didn't seem like that special. Like I didn't really need it. I have a couple of those ones that have like a blender, double-sided ones that have like a blender on one side and then like an eye on the other side. But I did want to try the foundation and concealer brush. I'm always looking for like the perfect foundation and concealer like buffer brushes. So yeah, I did buy those. What else? I feel like I've bought other brushes recently, but maybe I didn't. But there's like another line that I saw recently and I just followed them on Instagram. Let's see if I can try to figure out who I just followed. Isn't there a way to followed the latest? Complex Culture Beauty. They make vegan brushes too, and like the brushes that they've got look stunning as well. But also very expensive. But yeah, I mean, I love MOTD brushes. Look at these. These are the Complex Beauty brushes. Those are stunning too. And I really want those now. But do I need them? No. Ugh. It's so hard when you just love brushes so much. I don't know. This might be like a next year's, because I think they just launched right before November 1st. Yeah, it looks like they just launched November 1st. So I don't think they had any kind of sale. No, it doesn't look like they did. So I might hold off. Well, I am going to hold off on those because I don't need more brushes. But like if they have a sale this Black Friday, I probably will pick those up as well. I mean, because I'm just like obsessed with freaking brushes. Oops, I hit the camera, but I'm just like obsessed with them. These are incredibly soft. I mean, I guess this would make a good bronzer brush. I'm surprised by how good my skin looks. Because you guys, it's a freaking hot mess in this area especially. But my whole face is red. It's all textured. My husband even made a comment last night and it made me want to punch him in the face. He was like, he looks at me, he's like, you need to stop touching your face. I'm like I don't know that my face looks like I'm a teenager again because I have been touching it nonstop because it is just so awful. But like, you know, men are insensitive and they don't know really how to talk to us. And like how to say things in not a mean way, you know? Anyway, but like this is gorgeous too, this foundation brush. But yeah, so what was I saying? Can you see him over there? Look at him over there. He's so cute. I can zoom you in. Buckley, he's so cute. And then, who's that? It's Jill. Jill. She's like, I'm tired of you and your shenanigans. But yeah, so I did just buy those. Those are coming in the mail. And I actually bought a new shade of their foundation because they sent me shades 2 and 3. I'd reached out to them and I asked them. This is a thing. Like, I have such a problem with brands sometimes. Like, I've supported Clove Hollow a lot. Like, I've done a lot of reviews for them, but they never seem to, like, I don't know, acknowledge them. It's just weird. Like, I'm a reviewer, but like, and I don't, like I've said, I don't do this to like, for like recognition or what, I don't know. It's like, it's hard because you want brands to notice you, right? You want brands to notice like how much you love their brands, how much hard work you put into your reviews and stuff. But like, I feel like Clove Hollow is one of those brands that like, unless you are in a certain category of like influencer, blogger, or whatever, they just like, they don't care about you and they don't care about me. So like, I did reach out to them. They've never sent me PR. I've bought literally everything except for 2 of their foundation shades because I did reach out to them about it. It's like, if you go back to my channel, like I've been supporting them from the beginning. Like I did a lipstick swatch video, I did a foundation demo, I did their cheek product thingies when those came out. Did I do anything with their eyeshadow thingy? I don't think I did. I don't think I've ever used their eyeshadow palette on camera, but I need to. And I could do an entire full face of that now because they do have enough products that I could, because they've come out with the mascara, so I could do a full face of Clove Hollow. But yeah, when they released their foundation, I did reach out to them. I was like, hey, you know, I've supported you guys a lot over the years. Would you be willing to send me some shades of the foundation? And they were like, sure. And then they did. They sent me shades 2 and 3, but they're way too light for me. So I tried shade 3 and I was like, I can't use this. So they've been sitting in my drawer. On that note, if anybody is a shade 2 or 3 in the Clove Hollow foundation, let me know and I'd be happy to send them to you because I can't use them. So I did buy shade 4 with the brushes so that way I could try them, and I do have some concealers already. So yeah, I bought that, and Anyway, I don't know what the point was. The point, I'm not on their PR list. I do still support them. I don't really know how to get at like the point that I'm getting at, but it's like, I'm sure my blogger friends will understand. Like, you want to feel like a brand appreciates you, you know? And that's not necessarily them sending me PR. It's just sort of like acknowledging and being like, hey, we really love this review, or like, this was awesome, or something. But like, I never get any of that. Like, I'll post about Clove Hollow, and they just like don't even notice it or like acknowledge it. I don't know. It's so hard. And I feel like I've been having that problem like a lot lately, like not feeling acknowledged or, I don't know, respected. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know how much of that is in my head or like how much of that is real. I'm sure I've got lots of blogger friends that can relate. Like, you know, not feeling acknowledged or like that you matter. Or that like your voice matters, you know? Anyway, whatever. The point is, I bought the foundation buffer brush. I bought the concealer brush because I wanted to try them. And I did buy the number 4 shade of foundation, which should be a better match. I am a shade 3 in their powder foundation, which is fine, which is perfect, which I thought that the shades sort of like correlated, but shade 3 in the foundation was too light for me. So yeah, if anybody wants shade 2 or 3, let me know. Just pay for shipping and I'll send it out to you. Send me an email or whatever. And then, is there anything else? I don't really think there is. So yeah, I got to figure out my like filming, what I want to film for like next week because I won't be home. So I think I'm going to film an empties video for Monday. And then Beauty Heroes comes out on Saturday. So I think I'm going to film my Beauty Heroes video for Saturday. I'm just going to have to film it early. So I haven't had a ton of time to test it, unfortunately. So I'll give it a couple of days and then I'm going to film it and then I will post that on Saturday when I'm like on my way home. So that way you guys have it for like the 1st. So I don't know. And I'm thinking maybe I'll get back into sort of like filming more in February. I've been sort of taking it easy because I have sort of felt like burnout, but like I have ideas, but I don't have time, you know? It's hard. It's hard trying to figure it all out, especially when you've got like a kid and work and this isn't like your job. Do we want to talk about that video I posted last week? Do we want to talk about that at all? I feel like the majority of you guys were really receptive to it. And I know that in some videos I've come across, I don't know, like not necessarily angry, but just like I'm a very emotional person. So like when I'm talking about something that I'm very emotional about and something that I like really care about, I can read maybe angry or like mean or harsh, but it's not because that is the way that I am. It's just because I'm an emotional person and that shows. So did it kind of seem like I was just like angry in that video? Yeah. And like, was I angry? Yeah. But like not in like a mean way. So that's why I found it kind of odd that I did get a few comments where people were telling me to be kind when I don't really think I was unkind. I didn't say anything bad about anybody. I wasn't mean to anybody. I just said I disagree, and here are the reasons why I disagree. You know, it's always tricky when you put out something like that into the world because that kind of like criticism, it can breed just like negativity. And I didn't want more negativity. And I find it really odd that I was sort of like the only one who did one of those responses that got the kind of comments that I did. I just was very surprised by some of the comments that I got. Someone telling me that I should be demonetized. I just found it very odd. And I think the people who say that you should be demonetized don't really understand the kind of the money that small creators make. It's not a lot. So like me being demonetized really wouldn't hurt me in any way. It's just unnecessary. Like I'm not making, if you guys want to know how much money that video made, I will tell you. So Clean Beauty Does Not Need to Die in 2020 has 1,700 views and has made $13. I mean, like when I don't put out that kind of content because it makes a lot of money, because it doesn't. It doesn't. The video of mine that's made the most money is my RMS video. So I have swatches and demos of all 4 of the RMS luminizers, which I put this out. How long ago did I do this? I think it was right after Oliver was born. I wonder if I can tell you its lifetime revenue. Lifetime revenue. So my RMS video, which has the most views, it's got 49,000 views on it. It's lifetime revenue. So when I uploaded it in May of 2017 until now, so it's been up for 3 years, it's made $168. So like, we're not making tons of money over here. And it doesn't even matter. Like I've experimented with this a little bit. So like there are some videos that I've put more ads on, like maybe 1 or 2, and then some I've only put like the beginning and the ending ads. I've experimented with it a little bit just to see if it really makes a difference how many ads you put on your video. And for me, when I put more ads, I get less revenue, which doesn't make any sense. So I most of the time will put ads in the beginning and the end, and that's it. So that way the video isn't interrupted in the middle. And because I don't really think it makes a difference, especially to small creators. Maybe for like bigger creators, if you're getting like millions of views, those extra ads really make a difference. But for small creators, we're talking cents. So when I see like a small creator put like 6 ads in their video, I don't even watch it, because I'm just like, you're not gonna be making that much extra money from my view. And I'm just gonna be annoyed that I have to keep clicking skip ad or something, or like watch the ads. So it's just like, I don't know. I just get so annoyed by small creators who put like tons of ads in their videos, because I've played around with it and I haven't noticed a difference. So I don't know. I guess I can't say it's the same for everybody else. I have no idea. But if you have less than 1,000 views, we're talking about like pennies. Pennies. So let's see. My Fresh Vibes makeup look, the one that I just did this Monday, it's made $3. Let's see, my Best of Green Beauty video. Let's see if I can tell you the revenue on that one. So the lifetime, it's made $11. And that one has more, that one, see, this is why I'm so confused by like the monetization process and like ads and the amounts of money. So my Best of Green Beauty video has less views, but it's been out longer. Oh, it's made less money. I don't know. I don't understand. So let's see. My other video that has a lot of views on it that I've put out recently. Okay, so the most overhyped Green Beauty video, has 4,000 views on it. So let's talk about lifetime revenue on that one. $16. So see, it's like, we're not, like, even if we get a bunch of views, we're not making that much money. So I don't know. I get very like, I kind of find it funny when people say things like, you should be demonetized, because I'm like, you don't understand really the amount of money we're making over here. Somebody like, you know, the Dr. Dre video, who had 150,000 views on that video, she made significantly more money than I did, than I do. So it's just like, I don't know, if we want to talk about demonetizing anybody, let's talk about demonetizing people that actually deserve to be demonetized, not like us little creators over here who are just speaking our minds, not hurting anybody, making pennies. We're making pennies over here. So, I mean, that's why I am very grateful when brands like Skylar want to work with me, because like my Skylar video on Monday was sponsored. They did sponsor that video. And again, I'm not making thousands of dollars by being sponsored. It's not a lot of money, but it's enough to sort of offset, you know, like purchasing new products to try for you guys. You know, like, you know, upkeep. Like if I bought a new microphone last year, or a microphone. I'd never had one before, but like I upgraded my camera last year too. So it's like, it all goes back into this, mostly in the form of product, because there really isn't that much, sort of like upgrading technology. Like I do want to get a new microphone eventually so I can do, sort of like voiceovers and stuff. Cause the microphone that I've got now is very low quality. I did not realize how bad of quality it was when I bought it. And I want to get sort of one or more of those, the like high quality Yeti ones, or I don't know, I need to look into like what is a really good sort of like vlogger microphone. But yeah, anyway, that's all that I've really got for this video. Thank you for those of you that did leave, you know, nice supportive comments on that other video. And the few of you that have like questioned the kind of person that I am, I also find that I mean, like, you guys should know at this point, if you've watched me long enough, you should know that the kind of person that I am. And just because I heart a comment or I like a comment or something, that doesn't make me a nasty person. I mean, because I'm not. And if you think that I am, then I'm sorry that you think that, and I don't know what to say. I mean, it's hurtful to see people say things like, I'm a mean girl or I'm a bully when I'm not. So, I mean, you want to talk about kindness, keep that stuff in mind when you're telling that to somebody who has been bullied, you know, in the past. I've shared my bullying stories with you, and then you just effectively turn around and call me a bully. I find that very odd. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I am not going to do videos like that anymore, probably. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, because I've tried to be really open here and be, you know, me. I've just tried to be who I am, but I feel like sometimes when I do that, it like bites me in the ass. Like, I know that my personality can be abrasive, and I know that I've probably like pushed a lot of people away because of that, and I don't mean to. But I mean, this is me. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not, but I also have a hard time with it. I struggle with it too, because I do feel like I don't have many blogger friends. It's hard, you know, when you want to fit in and you want to be like accepted and respected by your peers, and you don't feel like you are, but it's like, are these people real? I don't really know where I want to go with that or what I want to say about it, but it's like, I feel like I've been struggling lately, because I'm just going to be honest. Last week I was in a really depressed place. Like, I was more depressed last week than I've been in a really long time. I guess, well, and not in a really long time. Like December and January, I had there was some really hard stuff that I was just sort of like working out in my head. And like, if I feel like people don't care, it just sort of like makes my mind go crazy. I'm trying to come out of that, but you know, it's hard. I'm going to stop talking now. This video is long enough, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you guys don't think awful of me, because I'm not an awful person. I'm just, you know, trying to make my way in the world. You know, people who rock the boat and who say things that are against the norm tend to be unliked sometimes, and maybe that's just who I am. Maybe I'm just like, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my lot in life, is to speak honestly about stuff and like stuff that bothers me, and like not hold it in, but like maybe that makes me unliked by some people, and it hurts, but I'll deal, I guess. So I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.